This is the Nathan, Nat and Sean podcast.
It's an exciting time for us in WA when we make the news, and we're going to be highlighting the suburb of Shorewater today.
And an Airbnb in particular.
Yes, Sean, it's apparently the kinkiest Airbnb that Airbnb has in WA. They call it Kink Corner. It's owned by a sexologist.
Is this a particular
name's
category?
Jasmine.
You know how you can search for like swimming pool or...
Well, I searched on it this morning and just put in kink, and it came up.
Oh, there you go. Okay,
Yeah.
so maybe...
Sorry, can I just ask you, the sexologist?
Yes.
How do you become a sexologist?
You just watch people do it and then you tell them they're doing it right or wrong. I think.
It's like a life coach in the sex world.
Yeah, you just need like an hour of time and a shoehorn.
Okay.
An hour's generous, Nathan. Keep going.
No, you have to give advice and get them to stop.
Okay, right.
It's practical.
That's a good idea.
4.92 rating it has.
4.9. Oh, I want to hear from the person who wasn't
It's a
satisfied.
guest favourite, they say. So this chick, Jasmine, she's a sexologist and family and marriage therapist. She realised that through her training that people want to experience particular things, and sometimes they can't do that safely at home because the children are there or they're renting and things like that, and you can't put holes in the roof for your various swings and stuff. And also, a lot of this sort of lifestyle leads itself to group situations, but sometimes you don't want a group situation. You want to try all these fun toys that are at one of these parties for many people, but you want to do it in the privacy of your own home, just have a bit of a laugh. And that's what she says that they are providing.
Do we know how often this is getting booked out?
It's
this
booked out all the
Airbnb?
time.
Yeah.
Jeez, great.
But do you reckon there's just
Return
an
of rental.
element of people who are just trying to get a little seaside holiday and then they get there and go, oh, we didn't look at the photos properly.
Yeah.
I know, and then here's the other thing. You know, when you go into one of those places and you rent them, and then you realise there is a table tennis table in there, you got to have a go. So
Yes,
is that
that's
the
right.
same thing?
Yeah, I would think
Yeah.
so. One of the things, there's a cage, isn't there?
Well,
Well, you gotta
the
have a
house
go.
rents for $369.70 a night.
269, that's funny.
Yep.
Keep going.
It includes a swing, a St Andrew's cross, a set of stocks, a massage table, a cage for the romantics.
What are the stocks, Nath? What
The
are they?
stocks
That's
is when you
right,
put your head
yeah.
in the hole and you got your hands there, and people used to throw
Like
fruit at you in the
medieval
village and you're
punishment.
bad.
Yeah.
Okay, so instead of throwing fruit at you, what are they?
Oh, they're throwing an eggplant in your face. So there's an outdoor bath and a shower as well. Everything is weight rated, so you can go in there and just swing
Right.
to your heart's
Just so
content,
you
not
know.
worry
Oh,
about
yeah,
it.
yeah.
That's why you
Pulling
worried
the
about
beams out
having
of
the
the roof.
burrito.
Yeah, that's right. And I remember I was putting in those bolts into the wall the other day. They've got those particular
My
ones.
thing is, how much is the cleaning fee for this
Gonna
place?
say, there's not enough spray and wipe in the world,
Jasmine
is
says that she does it herself because she doesn't trust anyone else to do it to
Jasmine.
her high standards. She said that our assumption is you've touched everything, and everything that we've brought, we can sterilise. I don't know if you do.
That's pretty
We
good.
assume that you've sat on everything, or everything's gone in you. And then we start at the front, and then we work our way through. Yeah, I don't
From the
believe
front
they're
door to the
cleaning
back door.
everything. How dirty is the back door? You're going to need the mop for that one.
You would, I mean, like if you were shine a blue light on it, that might. If you're turning up there,
it'd be a lot.
It'd be a lot.
It'd be a lot.
It'd be a lot.
I am completely supportive of this lifestyle.
Yeah, no
it's not
kink
one that
shaming
it's
here.
not one that I it's just
Partake
it's
in?
just the equipment. It's just a lot for me to process.
this is why it's got.
I know I don't
So
want
you
to.
could go and give it a
yeah,
shot.
It's fine. I don't want to eat duck either, so I'm not going to.
But you have eaten it and you liked it.
No, I didn't like it. I don't want it. And
No.
that's the other thing. Now, what if you try it and you like it and you don't want to like it?
Well, you have like because you said, "Oh, this is delicious." What was it? And it
I'm
was
not
duck.
eating ducks.
But-
So
They're tasty.
And he
Particularly
has.
with plum
I've been
sauce.
there.
Hey, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I've been attacked by a duck, so I've got every right to eat one. It's eye for an eye. Harry, I would think the only person that we would know that would have anything to do with kinks and equipment would be you or your circle of friends.
Yeah, there is one, mate. I won't name names.
That was a hard prosecution, wasn't it?
Yeah, all right, here we go. Yeah.
He folded like a cheap suit.
No, there's got to be lots of people out there. And again, no shame.
No shame, no shame.
Great work.
No yuck to your
No.
mums.
He's definitely open about it, and he has recently built a house. Wonder if he's installed anything, but he's definitely had some trouble at the
There's a subterranean level
Yeah.
there.
He's definitely had some trouble at the airport where he's on the way to Bali, where his suitcase got searched, and there are a couple of
questionable items?
Yes,
Well,
yes.
because a lot of things look like weapons, but
Yes.
they're not. Like they're not. You're not using those nunchucks in the traditional way.
No, that's right. One time we were playing North Melbourne in Canberra, and after training there was nothing to do, right? So we're trying
Nothing
to fill
to
the
do.
hand. So let's get a cab out to Fishwick.
Of course.
And Fishwick's an industrial area where all Australia's
This
porn
is
come from.
before the internet, everybody.
Yeah, we were playing next day. It was a Sunday, so it was a Saturday.
Yeah.
And we roll out there. We go into this place, and it was called Adam and Eve's.
Yeah.
And a couple of blokes were getting around, grabbing a few bits and pieces. Anyway, by the time
A
we'd
couple
gone
of blokes.
and we
keep going.
we'd gone through to leave the airport in Canberra, one of the guys got his bag searched because he'd bought some handcuffs and some other stuff.
Oh,
So he got pulled
right.
over to the side, and we were all
Yes.
pointing the finger. Yeah, got ya.
Samuel, we got a message on the socials.
Yeah, from Ben J.
Yeah, Ben.
He said, cheapest cleaning fee I've ever seen, $40 win-win.
At that place.
Because she does it
Incredible.
herself,
She
obviously.
hand sanitizes
That's great.
everything. She thinks that everything's touched your bum.
Yeah.
So
You've
she's
got to keep that in the
and she's
mix there.
probably
$40.
right.
They should be charging more for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
No, we
We-
are talking about lovers that use equipment, and not equipment that you can keep in the drawer. We're
No.
talking about like you
Serious
need a
equipment.
ute to gret it.
Amanda's in Palmyra. Good morning, Amanda.
Good morning.
Hey, Amanda.
Okay, what sort of equipment have you got?
Yeah, I do have a swing, and it's the hook is in my bedroom. My daughter bought a fabric swing from Bali.
Yeah.
One trip, and
Like
my
what the
neighbour-
acrobats use.
No, like just a cushioned swing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like one
Yep.
of them was barmaid
Yep,
type
I
thing.
got you. Yep.
And I went, so my neighbour is a roof carpenter, and I asked him to install a hook in her bedroom for that. And then while he was, I thought, I'll just get one installed in my room too. And I bought the swing.
Did you tell him that that it was for a swing like the one that she had bought?
I alluded to that, but he,
He was
on
on
to
to
you.
it. He was on
He
to
knew.
he
it.
read between the lines.
Well, he
yeah.
knew because after you spoke to him, you zipped your mouth back up.
Yes, that's right. Amanda, do you use it often?
I haven't for a little while. But it's a lot of good fun.
Okay, so Amanda, can I ask you some questions about just how to live with the swing? Do you take it? Do you put it up for use and then take it down after use?
Yeah, because
Okay.
I do have children.
Yes.
So
Yep.
I don't
Yep.
want them walking in and sort of.
Of course not. So then anyone that, and as Ali did, would move into a house or whatever, or go into someone's place and they see an industrial sized hook on the ceiling. Do you hang something off it later on to give it some purpose,
Like
so
a
people
big pot
don't
plant.
think that you've got a swing in your room, or you don't care?
I think if I was selling the house at a home open, I'd put a plant up there or something.
Just a crawler of sorts.
Yeah.
The amount
All
of
right,
unwilling plants that have been dragged into
know.
these scenarios.
Tanya's in Jandakot. Hello.
Hi, how you guys?
Great,
Great,
Tan.
Tanya. Okay. Do you use equipment?
We do. We have the standard bondage stuff and whips
Standard.
and et cetera, and
Yep.
we use a spreader bar.
A spreader
and
bar.
My ex-partner was actually having a cage built for me.
Now,
Oh,
now,
really?
now that's
Yeah, we're
great.
intrigued about the cage
Now,
situation.
cage. I've just pulled up on the Kink Corner Airbnb in Shorewater, and there's a cage there, and it looks. I was imagining a cage like a cage you would put like a grizzly bear in there,
No,
so you can
this is-
stand up. This
that-
one here, you have to squat in to get in there. And
You
then
would put a Pomeranian in it.
Then you stick your head through the top or your head through the side. Is that sort of the cage
Yeah.
that you're getting?
Yeah, so it restricts you,
Okay.
and that kind of keeps you in place for anything that needs to
That's coming at you.
happen moving forward.
So
Yeah.
so when you're in the cage and your head's sticking out, is things
Yeah.
happening to your head, or is it more so a restriction thing and then it's a teasing
It
thing?
can be. It is a restriction, but
Yeah.
things are also happening to your head. Yeah. So
Okay, sorry, yeah. So your head's busy.
you can be in a gimp mask. You can,
Of course.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
can play with it however you want to.
Okay, great,
Tan,
great.
you did say about your ex was going to get that before.
Yes.
Is it something, if you enjoy that kind of thing, that you have to, how long do you roll that out before you're seeing someone? Are you seeing someone?
when you
how
start
long?
dating someone new,
Yeah.
how long before you bring this stuff out? Is that what
Yeah.
you're asking?
Yes.
Oh,
Sorry.
hell no. It's right at the beginning because it's part of the expectation. So there's no
Of
surprise.
course.
Yeah.
Yeah. And also, say with your partner, if you are arguing at the time, do you hop in the cage? Because, cause,
No. No, there's a certain level of trust, and it can only happen at certain times. So, definitely not when you're in a bad space.
Okay.
Very interesting world, Sean.
It's the Nathan, Nat and Sean podcast.
Ali might have gone home.
Ali's left, and she said she might come back if she can calm down.
It's not working. It's got we gave her a brown paper bag to breathe into.
Yeah, we are talking about
the realities. Yeah,
labour. It's
because we've
the
never
baby's
done
coming.
it. We've never laboured.
No, never.
So we thought we'd better speak to some people that have. Hello, Brooke.
Hi.
Hi, Brooke. All right. Ali is probably driving home right now, but she will be listening to what you've got to say.
So 6 years ago, I gave birth to my first and had been to the hospital, but they sent me home because I was only just dilated.
Yes.
And they said, don't come back until like 4 in the afternoon. It's your first. You'll be ages. That was at 10:30 in the morning. I was back there at 1 o'clock and pushing in the car park while my husband's getting a parking ticket.
Oh, they gave him a ticket.
Oh,
I'm sorry, someone
that is
can't be crowning and you give it.
No, he was...
He was getting a ticket.
He was getting a parking ticket.
Yes.
You're buying a parking ticket while I'm pushing in the car park.
Yeah.
And then once we got to the ward, there was no midwives or anything around, so they sent a junior doctor in to help me. And she said, you're 10 centimetres dilated. I said, yep, I'm pushing like it's coming. And she said, but your membranes are still intact. My waters hadn't broken.
Yes.
And then so I said, look, I really need to push. And she said, yeah, that's fine, you can push. So I pushed, and honestly, it burst in her face. Like when throwing a water balloon at her. It went like 3 metres, it went everywhere.
Her mouth wasn't open, was it?
Oh, she was devastated. She goes, it got me in the eye. She threw a lanyard off. Her hair was like soaking wet. And my husband and I just cracked up. I just couldn't hold it together.
I didn't think there was anything worse than someone spitting in your face until I just heard it from that.
I guess it's kind of the same.
Ellie's back, everybody. Hi, Ellie.
Did you hear that?
Someone gave birth in a car park?
No. Got him from the car park. Quickly, tell Ali again, quickly.
Brooke?
So I was 10 centimetres dilated when I first got into the hospital, and the junior doctor said, your membranes are still intact. I said, yeah, my waters haven't broken. She goes, and I said to her, I need to push. So I pushed, and she goes, that's fine, you can push. So I pushed, and my waters broke in her face.
Hey, that'll learn. That'll learn.
What did you do? Did you just pull out like a small comb, like in Greece, and slick your hair back and keep going?
It's not a great day at work, is it? Good. Thanks, Brooke. Sarah's in Wattle Grove. Hello. Funny. Hi, Sarah.
Good morning, everyone.
Hi, Sarah.
What happened when you were in labour, Sarah?
Oh, golly. So it was 8 years ago with my daughter, and I started contractions 5 minutes apart, and I was at home with my husband, and so he called his mum over to watch our son, and I also called my midwife, and she's like, okay, well, I'm in Northbridge, meet me in Northbridge. And so my husband gets in the car, but obviously I left the fuel get really low, so the light was on. He's like, the light's on. I said, I forgot, I needed to fuel up. So he had to fuel up and then skip the queue, and I'm still contracting 5 minutes apart, and I swear I was going to have her in the car. And I called my midwife. She's like, just meet me at this booze bus spot in Northbridge.
At a booze bus spot?
She was like, meet me halfway, we'll go together. And it was like, okay, so there's people everywhere. It's about 11 o'clock at night by this stage in Northbridge.
Oh, she was out on the piss?
No. She's a community midwife.
Oh, okay. I thought she was just out drinking. You go pick her up from a pub crawl.
It's cheaper than an Uber, Nathan. Surge price, you know.
Yeah, swing by Redhead to get me.
So what happened next, Sarah?
Okay, so I got there, and the police actually say to us, okay, we'll be faster, get in our car. So I get on the back of the police car with my midwife. My husband's like, can I follow? And he did tell me eventually that it was like, he was going so fast. Anyways, so they were running lights, and my midwife goes, it's King Eddie's, right? And I'm like, they were going to the wrong hospital. I was like, oh my gosh. And I was still contracting 5 minutes apart. Anyway, so we get dropped off, we get entrance into the back of the hospital, and my midwife assessed me. She's like, you're not even dilated. I'm like, what? What are you talking about? she's like, this is called an irritable uterus. And so she's like, you still experience the contractions like regular birth contractions, except you don't actually dilate. And that happened another 2 more times after that.
So it's like a false labour.
So you were you got a police escort, not even a police escort. You were in a police car and taken it, and you weren't giving birth.
Yes, no.
False alarm. I love that.
So good.
Chelsea's in Dutch. Hello.
Hello.
Hey, Charles.
Chels. Okay, tell Ellie everything that happened.
Okay, so I had quite a tough time with my first pregnancy. I had the irritable uterus as well. And
I find that such a funny
Yeah,
comment.
we've got the irritable woman.
Yeah, we've got it. Yeah, I live with one sometimes.
Yeah.
I got quite sick towards the end. I had preeclampsia.
Yeah.
Which can make you quite ill. So they admitted me to hospital and kept me for a few days, and then decided that baby was better out than in, so they decided to induce me.
Yeah.
So they woke me up nice and early, took me through at like 6 a.m, and they had to break my waters as well. But because I'm not dilated at all, they had to break my waters with like a hook thing that basically was
What
going
hook thing?
through. It's like a metal hook, plastic hook thing that they have to like
Something you'd use for like making a quilt.
Yes. Catching a snapper.
Yeah.
Like a quick unpick.
Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly
Longer.
like that.
Oh,
Longer
no,
handle.
No, keep going. Oh my god.
So I was like, they're trying to break my waters, and I had to have a few goes because I couldn't get it, and I'm like excruciating pain, like backing myself up the bed, and my husband, who's a personal trainer, walks in and he's like, "Good morning, we're gonna have a baby."
This is why guns shouldn't be illegal, because you've got full right to just blow his head off at that stage.
All the midwives are looking at him like, "Shut up!" Like,
Shut up.
Immediately
she
get
can't
out.
talk to you right now. Come and help her. And he's like, "What's going on?" And they're like, she can't talk to you. Anyway, so then we're going through the, everything, and he turns like full personal trainer mode and tries to like personal train me through.
Yeah, inspire you.
Chelsea. I know.
I can imagine, Chelsea, I'd be that person. And I know
don't be that person, guys.
Now
Don't
punch
be
it,
that
punch
person.
it, punch it. That's it.
It's not the same as doing burpees.
You can do it. I was ready to punch him.
Yeah.
Look at that hook, the amni hook. Oh, so I'm right. It's like a quick unpick.
Yeah. Like a little
misread
crochet
that to
hook,
start
isn't it?
God.
Oh, thanks, Chelsea.
Ellie.
Kim's in Atwell.
This
Hello.
is happening to you soon.
Hi guys, how are you?
Hey, Kim.
I'm not
Gee,
sure
we're
that
learning.
Ellie's feeling more confident about
I
the
don't know.
experience, but what happened to you?
So this was with baby number 2. All 3 of my babies were under an hour from start to finish.
Oh, my God.
No time for a cake.
No. So number 2 woke up and I'm like, rang the hospital. They're like, look, you've got plenty of time. Have a shower, have your breakfast. Don't worry about it. Anyway, the contractions were getting quicker. Said to hubby, I think we should go into hospital. So he's been to the dad class. The dad class has said, don't worry, take it with a pinch of salt.
Yeah, and what you need is a man telling you how this goes.
Yeah. So we're in the car. We've got a 20-minute ride to the city. This was in Adelaide at the time.
Yeah.
And he stops at every red light at 6 o'clock in the morning. And I said, you have got to put your foot down. Anyway, we got to about 10 minutes down the road, and I'm like getting the urge to push. And and he's driving Miss Daisy, every red light. You have got to get going, knowing that my first baby was quick. So we get to near the hospital, and I put my hand down, his hand down, and I said, the baby's head is coming out. You have got to put your foot down.
Whoa.
He's like, oh, yeah, okay, let's go. Get to the hospital. He's pulled into the front door near the emergency.
Yeah.
Has run around, and in this stage, I'm pushing, the head is already out. In the car, he's run round to get a nurse. The nurse has slipped over in the doorway, and the doors that open and close.
Yes, they're closing on her.
She's in the doorway. The doors are opening and closing.
I want to see this.
By the time someone's gone and helped her, I've already had the baby. Nobody's in the car with me.
No way, so you've had it by yourself?
I've had the baby by myself, I had those harem pants on.
Yeah.
You know, the baby has gone down the leg.
Oh, my God.
Oh, yeah, because of the moon.
Did you get up and just shake the baby out of your,
Bottom of your trouser pants.
The whole time, all I can think of is my car is going to be ruined.
Well, that's what I was thinking
too. One thing in the car.
It was because it was in your pants.
Yeah, so you kept it in your pants.
The baby was caught in my harem pants, so yeah, wear harem pants. They're a good catch.
There you go.
That's a
Yeah,
great piece of
You know what?
advice.
Those are those pants that we all buy when we're in Bali and never wear when we're back here.
The ones with the elephants on them.
Yes.
Yeah, Ellie's got whales on them, though.
Natalie.
Imagine having a whole hospital of people there
Immature.
waiting to help you, but yet you're like 2 metres away from it.
Yes.
Having the baby by yourself.
Well,
one of the professionals is supposed to be having you. Their heads
lying.
being crushed by the automatic doors.
Kim, what a tale.
It's the Nathan, Nat and Sean podcast.
There's something to be said about having your wits about you, right, at all times. Always be on the lookout, Sean.
Nathan, it's a really difficult situation because a lot of times you drop your guard because you're going to an area or a thing that you would think, oh, no, I'm
Or
nice
you're
and
just
safe.
minding your own business.
You're just minding your own business. I mean, think about it today. You could walk out into the street and you might just be like,
That's
caught
right.
up in a minute looking at a text message. Sean, your guard's down.
Yeah.
Your wits aren't about you. Anything can happen to you. You're vulnerable. So you should have your wits about you a little bit more when you're at a rodeo. And in Oregon, this was unbelievable. A rodeo bull. His name is Party Bus.
Yeah, I remember his name, Party Bus, yeah.
His name's Party Bus.
Bus. You know.
He's doing what he does. He's doing a bit of a parade circle around in the competition area.
Well, he'd already bucked off the rider and
Yeah.
he's just cruising around.
So the clown was kind of wandering around trying to corral him into the
Whoever
area.
would have thought that they can jump so high? It jumped over the fence. This is the confusion and
When it jumped
Just
over the
above the
fence,
fence.
it cleared it like a horse in the show jumping. It just
did,
kind
yeah.
of leapt almost from a
there it
standing
is.
start and just there he goes
Yeah.
over the top
over the fence.
and then into the crowd
And then
of course
so-
mayhem ensues.
So what happens next is they've got another shot of the camera and there's a group of people that haven't seen what's happening. They're just standing there talking. The bull runs around the corner and picks up what looks to be a lady. I'm not sure. Actually,
yeah.
oh my God.
She looked like a mannequin the way the bull threw her out.
She was tossed by the bull's horn.
And then tossed, and then caught again, and then
Yeah.
tossed again, and then landed on the floor.
and she was oblivious to it happening. She
was
didn't know
having
it was there.
a conversation
Yes.
with two people, and next minute there's a bull's horn up her ass, and she's been floating in the
know
air.
what
That
had
is
hit you.
insane.
It's crazy.
That is insane, and you're not ready. You want to be able to brace yourself for something like that.
For a bull's horn up your ass? I would think so.
At least a bit of breathing will be
Clench,
involved.
clench.
Okay, we got it.
She didn't have the opportunity because she did not know that was happening.
We're thinking maybe that
horrible.
would have saved her
Yeah.
to be limp
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
of course.
in
yeah.
those scenarios.
Yeah.
And if she had had a couple of drinks, that would have helped too.
Isn't that amazing?
Yeah. In that
If
because
you're just standing there minding your own business, just doing something, and then something full on
Yes.
happens to you, that's not fair.
No, it's not fair.
I've witnessed it happen at the dog park when, you know how dogs like to run
Yeah.
around. So a girl called Emma is a regular down at our dog park and she has a beautiful German Shepherd called Ava. And Ava and another dog, so two big dogs were running around.
Yeah.
But Emma was on her phone showing somebody a video. So she's standing next to somebody holding out her phone and her dog and this other dog both collected her. So they're running around madly getting the zoomies kind of thing.
Yeah.
And they have run straight into the back of her legs and thrown her up. And literally she was airborne. So it
Wow.
was that moment where
Yeah.
her legs have been swept out. She's in the air. She's a tall girl as well. And then she just went, it was almost like she hovered while everybody just watched. And then she went bang,
thud.
straight down on the
Oh.
ground. And she had no idea what had hit her. Like, she's like, what just happened?
Yeah.
But it was her own dog, as it turned out. So then you can't do anything.
Greg Heyer, of course, from the Wildcats.
Yep.
One of his favourite things in the world is watching someone get splashed by a puddle. And he rang me one day laughing his head off.
You mean like
'cause there
if a
was
bus
guy,
goes past or
yes,
whatever,
there was a
yes.
guy standing on the side of the road in full business attire, and he was on making it look. Greg looked like he was making a very important phone call, and this guy, he got slammed by a puddle, and Greg could not breathe. He was laughing so much, but that guy's just standing there,
Minding his
He's
own
minding
business.
minding his own business, dressed for success.
Yes.
And next minute, he's covered in bloody puddle water. That's a bad day, isn't it, Sean?
That's a bad day.
It's worse than having a horn up your ass. No, probably not.
I don't know.
Well, you know.
Well,
okay.
each to their own.
Each to their own.
Tomatoes,
That's right.
tomatoes.
Mel's in Rockingham. Morning, Mel.
Hi, how you going?
Hi,
Hey,
good
good
Mel.
Mel, when were you just standing there and what happened?
I was down at the Rockingham foreshore with the kids, and we grabbed some fish and chips because they're really good down there.
Yeah.
And anyway, I had a potato scallop, and I was just about to put it in my mouth. It was literally halfway in there, and a seagull came along and took it out of my mouth and cut my lip open.
Oh, what a
Wow, it went in hard.
Wow, it
Did it?
abused you.
Yes.
Mel, that's terrible.
You know what? Bloody birds. Remember when I was in Sydney and I was telling you guys,
Yeah.
I was down by Darling Harbour and I just bought a burger
Oh, yeah.
and it was in a plastic bag with my chips and I was ready to take it back to my room and eat it in private. And I was on
Alone,
the
not
phone,
on the balcony.
alone crying.
Yep.
And then I was on the phone to someone. I turned and I had my back towards my bag of burger. And then I turned. Then I heard this like rustling, and the bird had actually gotten into my bag.
You don't expect that either.
You should next time just order chicken and chips because they're not cannibals. So
Mel, potato scallop. I never thought that was really on the menu these days. I think a lot of people go stock standard. I mean, I
just
go
like-
always for a Chico roll.
Is that like a fancy hash brown? Is it not?
yeah,
Yes,
exactly.
deep fried.
Yep.
And not
Yep.
a bad choice.
Yeah. Yeah.
Devastating though for a seagull to steal it.
Well,
Thanks,
and
Mel.
you get cut in the mouth.
I
Also,
know.
would that be a tetanus thing?
I don't know that they
Birds
carry
are
tetanus, but
dirty,
it's,
aren't
it'd
they?
just be a gross
You get the
thing.
bird flu.
Yeah.
Dirty birds, they call them.
That's right. Stacey's in Kelmscott. Morning, Stace.
Good morning, guys.
Hey,
Okay,
Stace.
Stace. Were you just standing there minding your own business? What happened?
So I was walking down the path at the front of the Fiona Stanley Hospital. I was twiddling on my phone, as you do when you finished a long day at work,
Yeah.
and a window fell out of the fourth floor plant room and
Oh
smashed
my God!
right in front of me.
This is how, you know what, Stacey? This is how Nathan's been told he's going to die.
Can I tell you right
no.
now?
Yeah.
No, Stacey,
So
seriously.
Indian horoscope told
yeah,
you this.
so
yeah.
I got my Indian horoscope done, and it said that I will die by being hit by a piece of a crumbling building. And
no.
the other day, the state building in the
Yes.
city
Yeah.
that crumbled.
Yeah.
and I was like,
We've
Like
had
pastry
bits
now.
fall
we've
off
had
the
bits here.
facade
Around
here
the
too.
corner the other day. Around the corner the other day. Oh my God, they're coming. The Indian horoscope people are coming. There's a house that's just started crumbling. There's scaffolding up there. The crumbling is coming
Stop
to me.
going near it, Nathan.
Yeah, Ed Sheeran was right.
I remember when we first read
Crumbling
that.
like
Nat
pastry.
goes, "Oh, you're not going to you'll be fine here." That's of course it's an Indian horoscope because over there a lot of buildings are crumbling.
And you're not Indian.
not Indian.
I
Australian.
think the horoscope still applies.
Hey, Stace, how shocking was that for you?
And
Did
how close, back to Stace, how close was it to you, Stace?
So it literally smashed right in front of me. It cut my leg.
Oh, cut
I
your
had
leg.
glass powder everywhere. I thought I'd broken my toe, but luckily no physical injuries, just mental health injuries.
Yeah.
you nearly poo your pants? And I'm being serious then.
Honestly, I'm surprised I didn't.
I don't
Yeah.
know if
That would be
if something
horrifying.
shocking happened to me. I don't think my go-to would be to poo my pants. I don't think I'm just ready to poo at any
any given-
stage of the
To be
day.
you don't
fair,
know.
Sean had
No,
a
but
lot
like
of
you know when people
fibre.
say that, like you
Yeah.
poo your pants. I don't have one ready to go for fear-based poo.
There's not one in the chamber.
There's not one locked and loaded.
What about your heart? Did you feel like your heart was going to
Oh,
drop
my
out?
heart could stop with thing, but I don't
Yes.
just have poo ready to go. Sean,
Natalie, where do you sit on that?
I'm with Nathan on this, even though I do eat a lot of fibre.
I don't
but
think.
there isn't
I,
one
and I
ready
think
to go
right
at
now,
any
for her to
time.
ask the question, have you been so scared you pooed yourself?
Harry?
No, I don't have one ready to go. No, not really.
Where does the saying come from?
Did you want to find out if it's true?
Has anyone...
Has anyone
I do.
been so frightened
They
that
pooed their pants.
And you've got to be over 5.
Yeah, I got to be over 5.
Oh, this is where we're
Well,
at.
it's just, everyone talks about
This
it.
is where everyone, non-stop.
Simple question. That prize is still up for grabs.
It is. It's still up for grabs.
All right, Sean, question.
Well, has anyone been so frightened? I asked that question to Stacey. Did you poo your pants? No, she didn't. And Nathan never has one in the chamber, nor does Natalie
No.
for these
But
situations.
clearly you do, is what you're saying.
I just don't think that I'm wired for a fear-based poo.
It's the Nathan, Nat and Sean podcast.
Some influencers got, they claim they were kicked out of a cafe because they were trying to film some content. And it's like, no, you just
not your
bought
place.
You bought coffee and cake. That entitles you to have coffee and
Yeah.
cake, not to have a movie shoot.
Yeah, if you want to hire a studio, hire a studio.
And you can hire this place after hours.
We've
That's
got our
possible.
very own content creator here, Harold Fitzgerald.
Hello.
Kick it forward.
Yes, Harry. Have you got in trouble for filming content?
We have. We're all. By the way, we're all always pretty good asking permission of venues
That's
or
the
pubs.
key. That's the key.
Yeah.
It's asking permission and respect. And if it's not a place where you need to ask permission, respecting what's happening around you.
That's right. And once we were just out and about on the street in Richmond over in Victoria and filming some stuff, I was just sitting on, a few of us were sitting on a brick wall, a ledge.
So this was part of the filming, or you're just sort of sitting there while you're waiting between shots or whatever?
You were
I
filming.
don't think this was even part of the filming.
Yeah.
It was in between scenes or something.
Yes.
Now, legs are on the footpath, by the way.
Yes.
Feet are on the footpath. Lady comes over, must be her house. We think she's going to say hello or give us a smile or something. Can you get off my ledge, please?
Oh, so she was mad that you were leaning on her fence?
Yeah.
But we don't know how many ledge dwellers that she's poor woman has.
Brick fence, like.
You know what I mean?
over
Like, you
it.
could have been the 20th ledgie for the day.
And to be fair, you're giant. You're a giant.
Yeah.
Your
So
mate's a
you
giant.
saying, "Oh, my feet were standing on the ground"? That's not saying much. It could be a 12-foot high fence with barbed wire.
We want to know, have people been filming stuff in your property? Carl's in Hocking. Hello.
Hello, how are you?
Hey, Carl. All right. So filming content can get in people's way. What happened?
So I took my daughter to a grade 10 grad down at the river cruise down on the foreshore.
Yep.
I've got a really nice car. She took some photos with it. I've walked her to the river cruise, come back, and there's some much older ladies taking photos with my car. Well, I turned around and asked them what they're doing. Oh, this is our car. So I remote started it in amongst their shoot, and then they found that I've actually started the car and ruined their shoot.
Hey, Carl, we all need to know, what car is it?
Yeah.
2016 HSV Club Sport.
Oh,
okay.
right.
Yeah, right.
And a remote ignition, so you can do that. That's amazing.
Yes. So, and they reckon I ruined their shoot because I started the car and it was too loud for them.
Because you started your own car.
You ruined that shoot.
Carl, we've had a fair few people on over the journey talk about having cars for a certain amount of time and then they escalate in price. Are you going to keep this one forever? Because they're not around anymore.
No, it's going to be my daughter's 21st birthday present.
Oh. Is that too good for her?
No, not for my daughter.
Oh,
that
well,
is lovely.
I come from my family would never say that about me.
No. We know.
They'd say, yes, it is too good for Nathan.
That old broken pram with one wheelie bin wheel, that's too good for him.
Thank you, Carl. Matt's in Linwood. Hello.
Hey, guys. Love you. How are you?
Hey, good, Matty.
Now, was it you that was kicked out of somewhere for filming content?
Yeah, my brother and I actually.
What'd you do?
We're very, very good at arcade games, and we started winning like MacBook Airs and Apple TVs, iPhone 12s, Beats headphones, all this sort of stuff.
So is that like you won them at like Time Zone and that sort of stuff, or how do you win them?
Yeah, well, you can accumulate points at certain arcade facilities, and we were earning like 100,000 points on each of our cards and cashing them in and stuff. And so people were asking like, "Oh, can you come with us so we can win some for our kids and stuff?" So we thought, "Oh, we'll just start filming this," and we started filming them, and we became so good that people thought that we were cheating on the games, and so we'd have staff watching us all the time, and then we'd go into certain facilities and they'd kick us out because they thought we were cheating.
Like Rain Man in the casino.
Card counters.
So we were getting banned from all these places just for playing the games that they asked us to play.
So are you banned from Time Zone, for example?
A couple of different arcade games around Perth.
He's allowed to play the air hockey, but then he has to leave.
If it's anything... Yeah.
How do you get? I mean, we've all played those games before.
Yeah.
How do you get so good?
Is
there any quirks to it?
Oh, look, I'm just pretty bloody good at stuff. So.
Get with the program.
You can't argue with that.
You said you filmed this. Can we see it? Is it up
of
anywhere?
course.
What is it? What is it?
We've got a couple of ones.
Yep.
One is Aussie Oggy, so it's Ozzzy, Ogggyz.
Okay.
Is one on TikTok.
Yep.
And we've got on Instagram as well. And then under my brother's name of Nate Og.
Yep.
We do some other stuff as well. And you'll see, like, what we do is we take lyrics from other songs from different languages and convert them into what it sounds like in English. We dance to it, sing to it, we put things on the screen so everyone can sing along.
Okay, that's
This
great.
sounds like just my cup of tea.
Yeah.
But what?
What? You got something to say?
Like we've done, like my brother, like one of the big ones is Despacito. There's like between 10 and 20 million views on some of the ones that he's got there.
What?
Yeah, we do like Echemilla Culpa. We've got this one. We've got a list of probably about 2,000 songs where people from all different countries. India's the biggest one where people want us to do a lot of their stuff from, and we haven't done one for about a year or so just because of it's been a bit busy lately. But what we might do is we'll try and find a song. We'll try and incorporate your guys' names into it.
Yeah,
We love that.
This is the Nathan, Nat and Sean podcast.
We've got more with our friend Urzila Carlson live from our Adelaide studios.
Hey, Ursula, when we've been to that studio, we start off the morning by having breakfast down in the cafe downstairs. Did you go pop into there at any stage on that bottom floor?
No, but I did see it and it looks really cute. So I might go there because I'm off to Whyalla, the buzzing metropolis that is Whyalla.
Mate,
after this, I might want to. I don't know what the cuisine is like in Whyalla. So
I hear the 6-inch surf and turf's not bad.
Don't get me into your freaky ways, please. I have my own freak show going on.
Ursula, we went to a place down the main drag and it was called Schnit House.
Oh, so good.
Big bloody schnitzels. Schnitz and tits.
Schnitz and tits is a Melbourne institution, but same vibe.
Yeah, I go heavy on the schnitz, light on the tits, but
I'm the opposite. We're the perfect couple to go.
We should eat a meal together. We won't be able to go.
Yeah, that's right.
Honestly, you bring the salami, I bring the tuna, if you catch what I'm saying.
Angela, did I see somewhere that you got married recently?
No, you're wrong.
Oh, you didn't
Thanks
get
for playing.
Engaged?
No, I'm engaged.
Engaged. That was it. Yeah. So big proposal, or what happened? How did it go down?
No, it was very casual. It was just on the couch just before Christmas, and it was more of a, so you want it? Yeah, cool. You want it? Yeah, cool. And that was it.
They're the most beautiful of tales.
There you go.
Yeah, really, really. I mean, we've known each other for like 22 years.
Yeah, so what's the point? What's the point? You know what? Sometimes it's like a trick to get them to marry you. It's like you're looking on the couch going, this is the best we either of us can do.
Who needs a windswept cliff?
Yeah. Why would I set up this big scene, or why would she set up this big scene? When you're on the couch, you're at your most comfortable.
Yeah.
This is where we spend most of our time. Let's remember this couch.
You went to your special place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just farted on my leg. It's fine. I do.
I want to lock that in.
Your boobs hanging out. You're like, this is as good as it gets.
Hey, Asha, you're doing a lot of shows. This tour, you're banging them out day after day. Do you check in back at home with the kids when you're away, or do you just say, like, beauty, I'm away, I'm doing these shows, I couldn't care less what the kids are up to?
No, I have to keep checking back into them because I get smaller and smaller on their pictures, because I'm only little. So then eventually I'm just on the back of the page, when I just leave,
the dog's
I'm still
bigger
with
than
the
you.
family unit, and then I'm like further away, like with the tree and the dog, and then eventually I'm on the other side, and I'm like, no. So, no, I usually just do Thursday, Friday, Saturday in Australia, then I fly home, and then I come back. So I'm home 4 days, here 3 days.
Oh, yeah, right, yeah.
Far out.
Jesus, that's a lot of flying,
decent
dude.
commute.
Yeah, I fly more than a pilot.
Yeah.
That's when you get on the plane and you look at the crew and you go, oh, is Kelly not flying? Right? And they go, no, she's actually on the Adelaide flight. And you're like, oh, yeah, her kid's still sick. You know the crew so well.
Is there something you have to have on every flight? I went through a stage where I kept on forgetting my neck pillow, and
So you buy a new one.
So I buy a new one. So I've got probably about 10 or 15 neck pillows at home, but they never go around my neck. They go around my stomach, so I can sit there and lay my
elbows on
my
there.
elbows on there. Do you have any?
I must say that sounds like a very economy kind of story.
We live in an economy world.
Yeah,
I'm an economy girl.
No, I don't. I don't need anything because in business they come, they rub your feet, Sometimes I get so annoyed because people in economy think it's so amazing in business, but you know what? On long flights they always run out of caviar, and
it's
disgusting. It's tough in the front. And because I'm short, sometimes there's too much leg room, and that can be distracting.
That is distracting.
That's so disgusting. I tell you, if you've never experienced anything but economy, don't.
Unless you can afford to do it all the time.
It's just better not to know. It's just better not to know what it's like to be treated like a person in the sky.
A real person.
Sometimes when I'm in business and I've already got 3 pillows, and then I go, I say to them, can you bring me another pillow? And I know they go and rip it off someone in economy. They pry it out of some elderly person's knuckles, the arthritic knuckles. They can't hold on to a pillow. They go, you sleep with no pillow. Oh, you don't have your neck pillow. Well, tough luck.
They're prizing the neck pillow away from Nathan's waist so that you may sleep, Urzila. And that's the way it should be. Urzila Carlson's coming to town, everybody. And, this is no, dark room, tiny pub gig. This is HBF Stadium, if you don't mind.
Oh, Jesus.
Friday, July 5th and Saturday, July 6th. Tickets from livenation.com.au, or you can get all the details at urzilacarlson.com. It's always a pleasure, Urz.
When you get
Thanks
here,
for having me.
I'll take you out for a surf and turf. I'll have the turf. You can have the surf.
Oh, let me just check my. Oh, I'm busy.
No, you're not. No, you're not. I've had your schedule cleared.
It's gonna be ready to go.
Thanks, Urz.
Thanks,
Nathan, Nat, and Sean is a Nova podcast. For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcasts.com.au. Nova.